Hello, this video was mainly intended to be a test of using this RunCam Swift Micro FPV camera to actually fly through, like looking through while flying the quad. And to do that justice, I thought it would be best to put it on a very small quad like most people would actually be using a camera like this on. So I resurrected my Diatone Grasshopper 160, which is pretty small. And along the way I've kind of found that I really needed to have some other micro-sized gear as well. So I picked up this receiver and this video transmitter to use with it. So this video is going to be kind of a test of all of these three things as well, but mainly the video camera. So what are these things? This has some sort of a model number on there that looks a little bit like a FlySky model number with the FS. It's FlySky compatible, but I'm not so sure that it's made by the FlySky people themselves. Very small. As you can see here, it's sort of about 1.5 centimeters in each direction, and then just the antenna and the bind switch, and that's about it. But the nice thing about this is it has iBus, so it's great for a little micro quad application like this. I'm not expecting to get too much range out of it, of course. And then over here we have this video transmitter, which is an Eachine VTX01, and I'll just put this here. You can pause if you want to see the specs of it there. And likewise, I'm not expecting to get too much range out of this one either. I tried these whip antennas with my other FPV transmitters, and they don't work very well. Nowhere near as well as the cloverleaf circularly polarized antennas. But still, it'll be interesting to see how it goes. I should also mention that these plugs on here are a little bit inconvenient for what I'm trying to do. Actually, let's have a look at this closer closer as well. So small. So there's a little button on top there for controlling it. And yeah, so the plugs are, I'm going to have to do a bit of soldering here. So that's power on the left. And then over here we have one that is close but no cigar when you're using the RunCam FPV cameras, because it doesn't fit into the plug directly, it's a bit small. So I'm going to have to replace it with this other one I have, which was a little bit bigger, which is actually the RunCam plug size. Okay, that's the video transmitter in place. I just stuck it straight on the back of these two vertical posts with some foam-sided tape. There's hardly any weight to these things, so a little bit of double-sided tape is plenty to hold it on. It's not going to be, I don't think it's going to be pulled off in a crash from its momentum or anything. And the antenna I will put up through the hole in the back of the plate there. And the receiver, so the camera is not fixed on there yet. It would be very easy if I wanted to mount it level, like that would be easy. Unfortunately, the PDB I'm using has this big fat capacitor in the way, which makes it a little bit awkward to mount it like that. So I might just use a bit of hot glue or something, I think, just for today, just to get this up in the air before it gets dark. Alright, just about done now. Unfortunately, I lost 2 hours from a problem. The USB, my computer couldn't connect via USB to here to change some settings. And I was searching all over the internet and forums and everything, trying the bootloader and trying to reflash it and everything, and it turned out that my computer just needed to be restarted. I swear, man, just when you think you've seen every problem that these things can throw at you, there's another one that you haven't seen. Anyway, so video transmitters on the back there, double-sided tape, receivers on the top there, double-sided tape, and I have just a little bit of double-sided tape and a foam block holding the camera exactly where I want it, but it's too loose. So I'm just going to dab a little bit of hot glue all around it to get it to stay in that position, and then we'll go flying tomorrow because it's too dark now. Okay, the hot glue is on there now. Added a few grams, so it's 122 grams, or with this 3S 800 mAh battery that I'm going to use, it's 186, so it's a sub 200 gram, which is nice. And the hot glue is not really the best way to do this, obviously. It holds in there okay, but I don't think it would be very crash proof. If it took a big knock, it might just sort of break loose. But like I say, there's this huge big on this PDB that's getting in the way. If that wasn't there, this little Swift Micro would have all of that room in front of the flight controller to be mounted properly, and you could use then some stand you could make. Oh, I'll put hot glue in there too, but you could use these slots to make a nice little stand. Yeah, so if I was making this long term, I would swap out this PDB for one that does not have a big fat capacitor, because you can get them now, PDBs that have the sort of surface mount capacitors on them instead of this horrible thing like that. Oh, look at that. When I put the battery strap and the battery alarm on and the props, we get exactly 200 grams. Just did a little testing indoors and broke about 6 props in the space of almost as many minutes. So I've put some props that are not useless on, and that's taken the weight up to 209 grams. So my advice is, do not buy the normal 40-45 props. They just, see, this is just a sort of a scrape on a wall, and it's all gone white there, and it's ready to break there as well. Another one's already, God, yeah, those props are hopeless. Okay, here goes. This will be the first time in a long while that I've flown with a Simon K firmware on the ESCs, so it doesn't have active braking. Wow, the view is good, I've got to say. This quad is so quiet, I can't hear it. Oh, yeah, and I didn't tune it very well, so it's sort of shuddering around a little bit. You can see it has a bit of bounce back. But the camera view is very nice. I mean, the picture very clear. Looks just like the Swifts, the other Swifts, I suppose. It's been raining a lot here, you can see all the water on the ground there, so I really don't want to crash. I'm flying a little bit carefully. But radio reception seems good, video reception is good. Nice. Oh, So I just want to check how the video goes over here with this like dipole antenna. Not bad. See how it goes through the garage. Oh, it's good. So we've got some walls in the way, thin walls, but still walls. Yeah, I'll have to do this again on a day when the field is not so wet and soggy, because then I don't mind crashing somewhere, but as it is today, if I crash, it's probably going to ruin something in the puddles. But just from what I'm seeing so far, the video reception from this little video transmitter is quite good. Oh. It's only a 3S battery, so I don't have quite as much control as I do with the 4S, but it still feels good to fly. Yeah, no problem at all. See how we can do a flip. Oh yeah. Oh, that's not bad. Yeah, a lot of bounce back though, because I haven't bothered to tune it. And the props, I think these props are quite heavy for this airframe. Oh, there we go. Everything performs great. Camera's good. Video reception's good, although I didn't really push it. And the 2.4 gig reception seems to be pretty good as well. But anyway, that's going to be the end of this test. Sorry, it wasn't very exciting, but I just thought, since I hadn't done it, you can't really say you've finished looking at an FPV camera until you've actually used it for FPV, I'd say. Where the hell did this thing go? Oh, I'll find it soon. Anyway, thanks for watching.